Hi, for today's video, a look at a grab bag of random RF stuff, relays, boxes, splitters, filters, you name them. I got this wall grab bag for 40 euros. I have no clue of what I will do with all this, but there is definitely some keepers, collectibles even, some things interesting for teardowns, and some junk also, and some parts I might be able to resell. So it is a whole pile of stuff, very heavy, and we will start by having a look at the junk parts, and then I will try to go to gradually to the most interesting parts. So the junk, mostly DIY stuff here. I will take them apart at the end of this video. So let's check them one at a time. A random box with TV antenna plugs. It was riveted, but I did remove rivets already and put screws. It will be easier for me. So we will find out what we have in this. This might be actually a little project box I could reuse or keep. Random box here, very light with BNC plugs. Test cross modulation. Okay. This, it is written preamplifier, this frequency, satellite something, antenna, receiver in a project box with this aluminum plate at the back. Okay, good quality connectors here with a gold contact, but the box apparently it was installed outside and it is very dirty. VHF splitter or divider. I did already cut out here in preparation for the look inside later on, because it was dent and I could not slide the cover. More or less custom homemade stuff here. This one had a little extra label. Where is it? Here. Counter, distortion analyzer or oscilloscope, 2 wattmeter. Okay, in a brass box. So it would be interesting to at least salvage the brass for resale at the scrapyard. Little random box also here with power supply input obviously and BNCs. This thing, it is an old attenuator thing, and they did apparently mill here in the body. So it was branded by someone and they did mill a part. We can even see here the threads of the screws here. Quite sad, but it would be. So all this I will scrap. I do not need those parts. One more custom little box here. So it will be your end of video view. And this last one is made from circuit board material. 2 potentiometers apparently, and input, 2 outputs. Okay, so this is really the junk parts I will not keep. But let's continue with gradually more interesting stuff. let's say this one here. So what do we have? Cable I did undo from one of the modules. This, I do not know the name of this plug, but it's very common on this, so it could be useful. One other one here like that. Low pass filter coupler by the famous brand. Probably salvaged from some equipment. A little bit damaged, so I might crack it open in the next video. Anyways, it is a kind of stuff I will never use. One box like this, it will be so opened in a video. It looks like this case is actually gold plated. Either it is a very shiny brass or it is gold plated. I wish I could test for gold quickly and easily. No brand, nothing. On several of those things, so they are apparently new, all stock cases for making custom RF filters and things. You put your own parts inside and it will allow you to do your stuff. And good thing, they are actually tinned copper, so if nothing else I can always put them at the scrapyard. The outside is a tin copper, you can see the copper color maybe here, and the inside is brass. So there is already some weight here. This one has obviously been used for something, so we will check it real quick. Spoiler, not much. Well, it is written what it is. A capacitor inside. Here is what it does look like, so you have a little bit of space to put the parts you wish. And it will be inline module you will use. I will not even bother putting it back together, so you can see brass and copper and brass. So if nothing else, this one will be in the scrap pile also. Okay, little screw to salvage. Where to put it, I do not know. I have no space on my bench. So this was this box. I put it on the other side, so I do not miss anything. This bag, I did not even open it yet. A whole bunch of RF relays on Coax cables, like such. There is no information about the voltage of the coils, but each time here we have even something else, but each time your coil will activate a contact in here and will switch your RF. Oh, I did forget one in the, excuse me, in the junk pile. This one, made in Italy, antenna switch with a regular power switch. You cannot not do anything more crappy than this. So probably really bad, or not a keeper. Okay, so you have a whole bunch of those things, whatever they are. Can I? Yes. Unscrew here to check what we have. Wow. At least it looks like we have gold contacts in here. So it is not completely lost, the response. I will probably take one apart completely one of the teardown videos. I will do I believe 2 teardown marathons of them, maybe 3. So a whole bunch of those things. Danbury Crutzen Collins, okay. So here obviously you will switch one to the 2 other ones with a relay. So some of them might end on eBay because I believe it is still useful stuff. I have other ones like this here, this one directly on BNC plugs, quite nice. One like this. So this is probably a good thing to save or resell. And one other shape like this. Okay, everything here seems to be silver coated, brass or copper, very heavy stuff. So this is nice, a whole bunch of them, even if I do not know yet what to do with them. Of course the bag cannot be used anymore, but I still need it to put them aside, more or less. You get the idea. What a mess. Oh, one more thing from the first cardboard box. This one is interesting. So pins here like a vacuum tube on one coax like this, nothing written on it. I can see already copper color here. So it will be opened maybe with a pipe cutter, and we will have a look inside in one of the next videos. Next stuff, these things before I forget. I have 2 of them, and actually I found that one sold for $700 on eBay. Sony FRQ 1690. So I do not know if it is for satellite television or radio amateur. Probably for satellite. I have one like this. This one is in a worse condition with a missing label, but it is the same or very similar thing at least. So I may resell one. So you can see the screws have been tampered. So if I resell one, it will be as is because I cannot test it. But what I will probably do is try to replace all the screws around. It will look better at least. And this one will be for teardown. Yes, seems to be equipment you will mount in your outside, maybe in on your satellite antenna system. Very sturdy boxes, very heavy, and as you will see, quite interesting inside. Okay, next, what next? This box. So a whole lot of things. This, just numbers of them. I did attach them together, but so those will be probably taken apart to see the insides. Little box, telecommand, remote receiver by Snake, made in France, with a frequency, so maybe it is for a gate, a remote control gate or something like this. It looks like it is new old stock. I do not see any solder on those pins here. So you will have your power supply, ground, your antenna, and you will output a demodulated signal. Quite straightforward, maybe useful for something, but I do not have any remote control of this frequency yet. But interesting little box. It will be teardown. This thing, I know it comes from an aircraft radio, because I remember seeing it in one teardown video of aircraft radio equipment or radar equipment. I do not remember on which channel, maybe on Le Labo de Michel. Not on my channel for sure, but someone else did take apart a piece of Collins or something, equipment, and there was this thing. I remember it. So definitely comes from aircraft equipment. Here, very nice Gerald little box. It will be tear down also. This one, Isomet Japan on a nice nylon stand. Little box with just one RF connector, nothing else. But as you will see, when I do the teardown video, very nice surprise in this one. I was surprised. What next? Technic Telonic RF detector, all in aluminium. Interesting. It will be a quick teardown also. 70 centimeters Vorwerk starter, antenna, receiver, 12 volts power supply, made in Germany, Western Germany. On this one actually it will open just like this, so let's have a look in it immediately. Seems to be brass also, case. Yes. So definitely a good little, it could even be used as a little screw tray or something, this case. But I think I will just put it in the, at the scrapyard. And here we have not much. This is a testing plate here, one high frequency transistor, one very nice gold plated apparently. Variable capacitor here, 1/1 here. So I will probably try to salvage some parts out of it. Not sure I have any use for it, so it will go in the scrap pile also. This one. What next? Random little box here, weird shape like this. We will have a look inside, but I think there is no thing except wires. And it is fun because it reminds me the boxes I found in my satellite sensor. I made a teardown off. There was several little boxes of this shape. Okay, not much here. What else? One more random wire. Little a light control coax relay here with its plugs like this directly. 27 volts. Apparently a lot of those relays are 27 volts. Oh, fun little thing, but it is a little bit damaged. I have actually two of them, yes. Okay. What else in here? This random little box, 15 GHz, it is written. Two nice connectors, seems to be quite serious stuff, this one. So it will be done. I will need to really arrange the things, not to forget anything. Claw, some kind of filter, all welded together, so this will go in the collection pile. Also in the collection pile, this thing by Western Microwave. Given it seems to be impossible to open, we have screws here, but they will not be possible to undo, and it looks like they did solder here around this part. Serial 178, Western Microwave, input, output, okay. And a very nice one here from Radial. Micro-ondes department, made in France, okay. With nice little pinout here, so this will be nice to have a look inside, and then it will go in the collection. Let me rearrange the things in the box here. What else? Two of again French-made equipment, toner antennas in Reims, the city of Champagne. These ones I cannot really open them because they are crimped in place, so but it is the stuff for all the TV antennas apparently, or radio amateur, not sure. I will maybe try to force one open. Anyways, it is stuff that is now completely useless. There is a nice aluminum case around them at least. And one little random what seems to be a part of a BNC relay switcher, something like this. Yes, a switch. Seems to be missing a part here, but as you will see, right now, there is a really nice surprise in this one. So I will open this one now because it is just two screws. And really I was surprised. So first it is all tinned brass, so already it is good. No, silver plated brass, so it is already good material. But when I undo those two imperial screws, very typically American screws here, look at this. Wow, those contacts are heavily gold plated if they are not massive gold. Not sure, but at least heavy gold plating, so there is a little piece like this. So this does not move. This, does it move or not? I am not sure, seems quite stuck in place actually. So I am not sure how it is supposed to work. Maybe it is just some kind of coupling here, and then here you will actually make a contact. Not sure, but really, even this part is already gold plated, but this part here at the back, this is really something else. Wow. Okay, and just two screws to reinstall. So this one is done also. Not sure what I will do with this thing. Obviously I cannot throw away like this a part with massive amount of gold. So this is a really nice little surprise. Just for the gold value of the pile here, I think I am already good for my expense. Okay. Next one. We continue with a whole selection of random stuff. MTS Microtechnique Video Relay, 12 volts DC, 1 to 8, 1 BNC to 8 BNCs apparently. Nice gold contacts on those BNCs, and one control plug here, so you will switch apparently, and that code of 95 has been opened already, so it will be interesting to look at. More RF relays, like of this particular kind, will be also interesting quick teardown in a teardown marathon. Maybe I will do one video with the relays and all the little various boxes, and one video with the other bigger boxes. Not sure yet. So I have two of them. Random filters. I think we did already look at one like this earlier in the video. Seems to be the same. We have two more here. Another model, model 5000. Wow. Same concept, same box. Okay, very similar. Two of them, so I will be able maybe to try to open one, but it seems quite well sealed, those things. A whole bunch of random stuff like that, more or less interesting. Delta Home, so again a French brand. Here are Coax plugs. Okay, not sure what we will have in those, and those things. Okay, quite similar, but here we have 6 screws, here we have only 2, and there is a price tag here of €5, so probably the guy did, the seller did try to sell them on a flea market or something like this. Okay, you know what? This one I do not know, but given this one is only 2 screws, not even tight, let's open it real quick. If there is no interest, I might even not close it back. Does it come off or not? No, because it can't be that easy. Excuse me. One of the Coax screws each side is in the way. Self-threading screws here, nothing impressive. Nice plugs over. Which one do I need to undo? I think I will end removing everything. Sorry about that. So I have several of those things. Does it come off? Yes, very stuff, very stuff. Really? Always a surprise was RF modules. And quite a nice grab bag. I did not expect. Okay, should come off now. Okay, and we have this inside, whatever it is. Okay, unknown stuff here. No ID. Okay, I will put this aside, back together later. We continue with the content of this box. So these ones we are good. One other relay like this. Missing 2 screws here. And it looks like this one has an auxiliary contact. Okay. Several things, so like this, one more like that. Okay, is it the same one or another one? Because I did not reassemble the other one, so it is another one more. Here, boxes like this, with each time one transistor, one weird capacitor here welded to the case. Power input here probably on this pass-through. Okay, I have 3 of them, including one still in the bag. Oh, 4 of them. Then boxes like the one we did see previously, the golden one. Actually I have 3 of them. And one is already opened, just a set of filters like this, dog bone capacitors, coils, okay. So I am really annoyed about this. Is it just a coating, anodized, or something like this, or is it really gold plated? Because I cannot throw in the regular scrap gold plated things. I do not know how to identify if it is gold or not. Just maybe just a very shiny brass, but we never know. On this one, actually, look, quite. It is the same thing, more or less, or not. Yes, seems to be the same thing, but this one has definitely another color. And is a lot less shiny, a lot deeper yellow here, so hard to tell, but interesting. More random little boxes here. Okay. It seems we have 2 of the same thing, yes. This one is only 2 screws, so maybe even only 1 screw. Yes. Okay. Coils, diodes, and 3 super nice gold-plated variable capacitors here with porcelain or ceramic insulation. So you will screw in this part in and out, and it will make actually a capacitor, variable capacitor. Okay, so nice little stuff here. Super nice connector here, but it is soldered to the case, so will not be easy to retrieve. Anyways, I have no real use for them. So, and I have 3 of these things. We continue this box with one opened part here, and you know what? I believe this goes together with the other part I showed previously, which is coming from an aircraft equipment. Not sure where it is again, but if I remember the video, yes, it is actually screwed in here. Let me find it again. Where is it? Excuse me. This one maybe. There is stuff everywhere in here and it is not easy. Yes. So this is coming from here. Okay, like this. Okay, so at least they are back together. Okay. So you could adjust here in and out, I believe, and do some setting. Okay, some adjustment, and this is a pickup. It was screwed into another part. I will link the video in the video description about this, if I find it again, where you can see this actual part installed somewhere. Okay, and we have one more random thing in this box. No brand, nothing, but very heavy also. And looks quite serious, quite steampunk also. Could be the body of a little robot or something like this. You could do some art with it, I believe. Yes, definitely. Okay, so this is all for this box. Let me put it in the box. And we go to the next one. And here we are starting to have more interesting stuff. Isomet Acousto Optic Modulator Driver, 28 volts DC, RF video, power adjustment, serial number, made in Japan. This will be definitely interesting to look at, and I just realized it is the same brand than this one. Okay. So this will be a nice one for teardown, I guess. This thing, not the same deal. RLC Electronics, Delcon 95. Seems to be a series of cavities or something like this, but as you can see, all the screws and parts are filled with epoxy, and I will not be able to do anything with it except looking at it, because obviously this will not come apart easily at all. It is rock hard. Okay, interesting. This one is a little bit the same deal, so it seems to be maybe military quality, this thing. Racom Corporation, Los Altos, California. Farinon up converter, with obviously a whole bunch of stuff inside, as you can see. It does even looks like those screws here are either brass or gold plated, but it is doing stuff inside. Apparently the case will split all around here, but the problem I have with this thing is I did a test already, and all the screws are just completely impossible to unlock. Even the little ones here, I try also. Maybe. So I will investigate it. I would love to have a look inside this, but seems to be quite complicated, and obviously a whole bunch of the screws will be hidden behind this sticker, as you can see. Because here you have screw threads poking out, and we have screws behind here, so I will not be able to open it easily. But really a nice part. We continue with this one. Telonic again, bandpass filter. Okay. 245 to 230 to 135 megacycles. Okay. Quite a heavy thing also, but the connectors are a little bit damaged at the ends. Nice thing. Mycom Deutschland also this. Return loss it in, return loss out, loss bypass, a whole bunch of data in and out, a whole bunch of screws, and it is labeled an amplifier. This will be definitely nice to look at. Also this one seems to be an attenuator from a test equipment or something like this. You will dial resistors in and out. Very nice click, very nice gold plated case here. Ball bearing, so definitely something serious here from some test equipment, but there is no brand or anything. Maybe a label did come off, not sure, but this is a nice one. Very good, it will be great to look at. And it is all for this box. We are now going to a most interesting stuff before we go back to the junk. So here we will start with this blue cylinder. AB Cosmos Parabol Technique, made in Sweden. Okay, so seems to be a part of a satellite antenna. You will have your horn here and your output here. There is a power supply requirement, so we must have electronics in here. But I did investigate and it is just impossible to open. A model number here gives nothing on Google. I did try to push, those screws do nothing, so I am not sure how it will open. Seems to be die-cast aluminum. Maybe from here I did try with a blade and nothing is coming off. Probably completely watertight if it is for outside installation anyways. We could have nice electronics in here, but so far I did not find out how to open it. I would love not to damage it. I can always try to cut here all around, but I do not have a lathe. It should be a 2-minute work in a lathe, but I do not have one. So I am not sure. Maybe it will just be a paperweight for now. One more relay like this. Well, that was lost in the box. Not the correct box. Let's put it here. RF power components in isolated plus or minus 3 dBs. Okay, will be a nice one. Allen screws here. Very nice golden connectors also. Nicely done this one. I'll continue with random little stuff. One box like this will be fun also. Also gold plated. ATI Electronics, seems to be French made. Very nice case here. 2 wires like this. One plug here and the power supply here, so it should be a fun one. Omera, French made also. Seems to be an old one. Type F5. License Saram, so it was a brand of aircraft radios. But sadly this thing is all welded together. So again, probably just filters in here. So might be a keeper for the collection, this one. Then we have this Automated Measurements Corporation, BNC Sucre, will be interesting. Very nice piece of equipment here. This and this one, both apparently aircraft or radio equipment. Most definitely Collins, this one, it is written Collins Radio Company. Very old school. Again, this reference number gives nothing on Google. So just a relay inside here. A little bit like those things here. But very nice case. There is a date code here, but it is not possible to read. It seems to be 5. December 2195 something. And this other box is more or less the same stuff. One power supply and 3 coax. Seems to be aircraft equipment, also this one, but no label on this one. So it will be 2 quick interesting teardowns. One more thing of the same kind. Thomson coaxial switch, very heavy and sturdy thing, this one. I did try to open it, but it looks like it is epoxied in place or glued. I did remove the screws, but it will not come off. But I did not try to undo those screws here. Maybe this part could come. It will be in the next video. I will try it. And then we have this contraption. No idea. Very solid block of aluminium with those 2 things. So it will be definitely fun to have a look at this. There is even some kind of a terminator here. Called maybe change of configuration or something like this. Maybe a resistor inside. Quite fun. And ready. Well, very heavy this one. Really a brick. We are wrapping the stuff with this part. Manager control plus ampli from TRT. So it is French avionics here. Only 2 screws remaining, so I did already select replacement screws. And this one, believe me, will be really nice inside, but it will be for another video. And you can see it is serious because already this plug is seems to be quite nice. And here you have a limo plug. Excuse me. So this one really is nice, worth, very interesting inside, and will be a keeper. So we are good with a pile of stuff. Let me just try to arrange everything here in this box. Wow. So really, I hope I will be able to sell some of them. The one I do not want to keep and I have no use for, but I know myself and I might end keeping most of them. So, not this kind of junk, obviously. So, we will wrap this video by looking at the real junk to get it out of the way and allow me to put it in the recycling maybe already. Screwdriver, okay. Smaller screwdriver maybe. Good. Let me try to find one. So, the junk. We will start with this piece of crap. What do you expect in here? One switch, 3 plugs. Still case. Oh well, you can't not do any worse, really. Quite awful thing. I will just, I believe, grab the copper wire for the scrapyard, and everything else will go in the e-waste, because really there is nothing good in here. Okay, it was quick. This one in brass, I did crack open the solders. I will probably try to salvage the labels here. And inside we have one ohmic potentiometer, quite seriously connected here, as you can see. One pass-through capacitor here, one diode, and more brass. So this one I will try to take it apart in order to be able to have clean brass. But you get the idea. Little detailing cleaning work to do here. This can go directly in the brass pile. Which is not so big because I did get rid of it recently. Here we are. Next, this one. Input 2 outputs in circuit board material. Sadly, we have 2 very nice bones multi-turn trimmers here, but one is destroyed already. One is broken. You can get the opportunity to see inside, more or less. So there is an helicoidal resistive element all the way here to the bottom, and this when you turn there will be a wiper that will go all the way. Looks like the contact ring at the back here is gold plated. So the other one seems to be in good condition, and the connectors here are actually good. Gold plated and good condition, so I will salvage the parts from it. This will probably go in the e-waste, on the case also, because well, there is some copper, but at least some good connectors to retrieve here. So it will be a whole bunch of work. Okay, we continue with this one. Divider. I did not open it yet, this one. Well, I tried, but it was not possible because of the dense imperial screws, apparently. And now it should come more or less. Yes, just old school Allen Bradley resistors. This one seems to be burnt, but 2 nice plugs to retrieve, apparently, so not a total loss. More disassembly required. This will go to the aluminium scrap, like such. Okay. We continue with this one. We did see already. I have to take it apart further. This one. Spoiler, not a big interest in here also. except scrap metal. The screws are better than the other parts. Okay. Rust and nice copper coils. So this will be good. This will go to the recycling also. Okay. Next little thing, this one. Some wire. One circuit board with Arco green capacitor, total ohm, little tiny case transistor here. Plugs are not so good. I will just retrieve their nuts. Other side is not coming. Nothing. Okay. So it was quick. More scrap metal. Screws. What next? This one, which was milled in the process of modification. Okay, screws are not tight. Which is good. Okay, so is it broken or is it normal? I have no idea. Let's do the other one. Oh, RF voodoo, those things. But at least it looks like we have more brass, or maybe even copper here. Okay. Excuse me. More screws soon do. At least no shortage of little screws to retrieve. At least that is good. And I will just see here we have two, of course, Allen, because it should be too easy to have the same screws kind of screws everywhere. It should save me. Okay. I need Allen's. I hope it will be the correct size. Yes. I feel lucky today. Usually you never find the correct size of Allen first attempt. So what do we have in here? Well, not sure. Remains of gold plated wire with surface mount resistor. Okay, and just nothing else. Except you can see how it was machined in a block of aluminum, this thing. Okay, so this goes to the brass. This to the brass also, and to the aluminum. So, it was interesting. Okay, give me 1 second to reorganize my bunch. Like such. We finish with the two last ones. This one, wow, you cannot do any worse than this. Okay, one more of those, two more even of those trimmable capacitors, but you can see how it is embedded in the thing here. So not worth my time. I might just try to grab the nuts here, and this will go to the e-waste. Okay, more brass here. And we finish with this box, the pre-amplifier, with a old school project box. Will require further assembly. But let me show you what we have inside. Maybe it is made from a very nice electronics. It is salvaged somewhere. Or maybe it is completely handmade. Make your guess. At least empty screws here. I do not think I will retrieve this box. I keep this box. There is remains here of lead or aluminium foil that was stuck all around, glued all around to do some water tightness. Okay, as you can see, old school project box dated 1988. Both screws I will try to save them, because screws like this it is always useful to have. Okay, should be possible, yes. So it is some work for later. And in here we have, well, very custom made one circuit board. I am curious about the screws. They are copper color. No, it is copper plated steel, so no interest. Well, I will still do them, but and here just one circuit board like this. One more high frequency transistor at the back. Made in May 1993, as it is written here. Okay. And, well, it is all. I will need to do further disassembly on this to put the aluminium at the scrapyard, but you get the idea. Okay, I think we are good for today, guys. A wall of stuff to pile of stuff to reorganize on my bench, but stay tuned for the next videos where I will open all the more interesting parts. Thanks for watching, bye bye. Oh, wait, I did forget this one. It is super light. So I expect exactly to find its side, nothing. Nice little box, however. This might be a keeper. Okay, just resistors. One box like this in folded aluminium. Not sure what I will do with this one, but I will not leave you without knowing what we have here. Okay, bye bye.